Okay, Ray Anderson. I'm almost 72 in January from currently Salt Lake City, Utah. Well, first of all, I joked with my wife frequently that she married a man with the body of a god. It just happened to be Buddha. And I accept my body. My wife accepts me as I am. However, I realized I needed to do a better job of taking care of this body. And especially since I have 17 grandchildren, and I intend to ski free with them at a local resort called Alta, where you have to be 80 to ski free. And I'm frugal. I want to take advantage of that. So I want to be able to ski free with my grandchildren and great-grandchildren when I'm 80 and beyond. And this is the right time to do it. Our children are out of the nest. We have the resources to do it. And being retired, we need to make sure now we're prepared for to really enjoy the golden years of our life. The first and foremost is that my perception of how you lose weight was based on hearsay rather than fact. And I had no idea that 80% of weight loss is proper nutrition and that 20% is exercise. I thought it was just the opposite. I tried to exercise, I tried to control portion size, I tried everything except the right things. So there was no framework. It was just trying to use self-discipline and exercise to lose weight rather than understanding the formula, the physiological and metabolical way to lose weight. So I didn't have that knowledge. With all the education I've had, I didn't have that basic knowledge. Okay, I was here for 4 weeks, and my goals were to lose at least 20 pounds, to improve cardiovascular fitness primarily, and flexibility. At 72, your body doesn't do things that it did at 30 or 40 or even 50. And so I have arthritis in my back, and so staying flexible and having cardiovascular fitness to do all the things I enjoy doing, such as snow skiing and hiking and spending time roughhousing with grandchildren, was something that I needed to improve in. And of course, your weight fits into that. So the more weight you're carrying around, the harder your body's going to have to work, your heart, your cardiovascular system in particular. And that's not a good formula for living to be 120. Or again, skiing free at Alta for 20 years to get the biggest return on that investment of having lived good health principles so that I can not just live, but enjoy life for as long as possible. Well, I'd have to say that the experience exceeded expectations. So what went better was the fact that there was a structured environment where you were learning at the same time you were doing and internalizing the principles that are going to be sustainable after I leave. And the knowledge that is essential for good nutrition that my wife has been trying to share with me for years, but I didn't understand her way of presentation, but now I do. In fact, she came down to visit last weekend and said, the return on investment has been excellent, just so you'll finally understand what I've been telling you for the last 10 years. So she went through a nutrition program at our Intermountain Healthcare as a pre-diabetic, and that she had the discipline to implement those principles, and now I understand those principles, and we can implement them together going forward. So that exceeded expectations. Take responsibility. Search diligently at these principles, find out what they are, and understand them, and then choose to implement them. Learn to eat to live rather than live to eat. It's just lifelong search for freedom, I guess, and that in just that one other area, rather than being a slave to our passions, in this case, dopamine passions, which I found out as part of their program that we're all addicts to our own chemicals, such as dopamine, and that corporations are aware of that and want us to do, have designed foods to maximize that dopamine rush for eating. So take control of our lives. Let's not have Frito-Lay and these other big corporations tell us what to eat and when to eat, which is all hormonally generated. Let's decide for ourselves. Let's listen to our bodies, take responsibility for ourselves, and liberate ourselves from things that aren't the best for us. I found Movara because I was looking for the Biggest Losers program that I heard was part of, that was in this area, that has evolved into Movara. And so what I would tell them is this is an environment that's not just going to tell you to exercise and burn off 1,000 calories a day. It's going to, first of all, educate you on what you need to do to lose weight, and then provide you the environment to do it. Not just the nutritional piece and the exercise piece, but you're going to have fun doing it. So to me, it's an eye-opening experience because I discovered that weight loss is fun, educational, delicious, and sustainable with the principles that are taught here. So I would say look at this as an investment in nutritional health and physical fitness that somehow we didn't learn in our college education. And so look at it like that. Look at it like a semester, an accelerated semester at a university. In fact, I jokingly say that Movara should change its name from a fitness resort to a fitness institute. That I didn't come here for the back rubs and to be pampered. I came here to learn nutritional and physical fitness principles and to implement them. To me, it's an educational organization, not a resort. However, the environment, the ambiance is certainly something unique and an integral part of the experience. But it's not I don't consider it a spa. I consider it an educational institution. But that's just for me. What I feel good about is that I understand these principles of health that are going to enable me to take care of myself and take responsibility for myself in a way that I haven't done as well as I could have in the past. So I feel good about the freedom that I now feel, the liberation I feel, and being able to choose for myself how I'm going to feed my body. I've learned to listen to my body and understand how our body speaks to us through hormones and that are tied to nutrition and fitness. So I feel really good about the experience, and I feel really good about my ability to take control, better control and responsibility for myself. I mean, this body is a gift, and it was paid for by the blood of the Savior, and I feel like I haven't done as good a job as I could in taking care of that body. So we're always learning, we're always changing, and that's what I feel good about, is the change, the principles, and the ability to prolong this wonderful mortal experience and enjoy it with my family for years and generations to come. We are in the golden years, and they are the best yet, and I think the best is yet to come, in part because of my experience at Movara. And my body, my wife, it may be a little disappointed that her Buddha body husband is changing, but I think she can live with that.